Daryl Ferrucci on the Fishbowl. Welcome.
Hey, thanks.
Absolutely. Thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
Oh, no problem.
I just want to say that the fluffy segment in Creep Show is my number one favorite segment in the film. And Creep Show is my number one favorite George Romero movie.
Wow. You know, it's amazing how often I hear statements like this, you know. Particularly the first one. People love the crate segment. They really do. And you're the second guy just today who said that to me.
I actually went to school for screenwriting here at Point Park, and I have George Romero's desk.
Really?
Yes.
No kidding.
And I had like a concept idea for a sequel story to The Crate.
Great. You know, I was kind of surprised there wasn't a sequel to The Crate. I mean, it's obviously set up for a sequel, isn't it?
Right.
The classic ending there.
Right.
You expect more. And then when Creep Show 2 was going to come out,
right.
You know, people would have been thinking, oh, what about the crate? You know,
yes, exactly.
You know? Unless the creature, no, I was going to say, could the creature have mutated into that slimy black stuff? But no, it's not even the same lake.
Right.
Completely different.
Right. Any stories working with George, creating Fluffy, the experience of working on the crate?
Gosh, well, sure. I'll tell you a story that was interesting to me at the time. It has to do with the very ending of the segment that we were just mentioning. You know, being flung into the quarry. I guess it was supposed to be an old quarry, right?
Right.
With a flooded quarry.
Right.
And they throw the crate in there and to drown the creature, right? So, I mean, I was not obviously actually in a crate that was thrown off a cliff, but we did have the underwater shot, okay? And that was in the studio that we created somewhere around here in Monroeville, you know. So they had a water tank, a big water tank was built. Maybe it was the same one used for the unfortunate, you know, Becky and what's his name, you know, in something to tide you over. But anyway, yeah, probably the same tank. Anyway, because you remember there's underwater shots of them, right? The hair flying in the water, they're drowned, right? Anyway, so here's Fluffy's head, of course, right? And it's large. This is a large mass creation that we built. I was assisting Savini. And so it comes out like this much, right? It's like this. There's a lot of space inside there. And so I had to be inside a crate front, which had been routed out in a crack pattern behind it, right? And in there to punch, wearing the creature head and arms, punch through and break out of the crate, like break the front of the crate apart. And so they had a scuba setup for it, like this, a scuba mask, whatever would fit, right? And then put the head on over that, and then I got in the tank and went down. This is going on very long. Anyway, look, the point is, I went down in there, and on take one, my body completely panicked. I blew the take, broke the thing wrong. I thought I was drowning. But I was just going for it. I just went, you know, underwater to do the thing. The thing is, I'd never worn one of those things, and nobody had me practice whatsoever. And I had no conscious fear, but instinct took over. It really was like some internal signals told me I'm gonna drown right now. And that, I know, it's one of those funny little things that happens. You know, typically we were well prepared with whatever we were doing, right?
Right.
But on that one occasion, neither I nor anyone else thought that if I've never breathed through a scuba apparatus, maybe I should try it. That's all. Funny, huh? Weird.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it all worked out and that you're here.
Fine.
You're here with us today.
Thank you. Yeah, of course they had extra crate fronts. That's an artifact I used to have. Whatever, interesting things I used to own from the creep show are long gone, and the murky past, like in the bottom of the reservoir or whatever. Yeah, there's that broken crate part.
Right.
That's kind of a cool artifact.
Right.
It's history.
Right. Another segment that is one of my favorites is the final segment with the cockroaches. Yeah. That segment actually inspired me to write a script dealing with cockroaches.
So Creepshow has inspired your coming career as a screenwriter.
Yes.
Quite a bit.
Yes, actually it has. The way I was telling it to Howard Berger earlier is that I wrote a spec script for the Creepshow series.
Oh yeah. See, that's where I should think that there could be a fluffy sequel. Right?
Exactly.
There is a venue for that.
Exactly.
Is the series still going on?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So.
Right. Maybe all I have to do is write it.
Right.
There you go.
Aren't you writing it already? Didn't you say that?
I had an idea. I haven't.
Yeah.
It hasn't been written yet, but I kind of have the premise in my head.
Okay. Honestly, I'm surprised that it has not appeared, particularly considering that the Creepshow series existed for a while.
Exactly.
I run into Greg occasionally. I've never thought to mention that to him. Not that I don't have to push it. It's not gonna I don't have a vested interest, necessarily, so to speak.
Right.
That'd be cool. I mean, I don't think I would, be fluffy. I don't need to be again.
Right. Awesome. Well, Daryl, it's been a pleasure talking with you.
Same here.
Thank you for sharing your stories about George and Fluffy and the Creep Show. And it's been a pleasure having you swim in the bowl with me.
All right.
I hope the temperature was just right.
Yeah. What? Yes.
Awesome.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Cool. Bye.